What if I tell you the fat underneath your skin is not as bad as they say it is? Comment down below. I'm curious what your thoughts are. Did you know the body stores two different types of fat? Subcutaneous and visceral fat. Subcutaneous fat is the visible one that can be pinched, just right there under the skin. Subcutaneous fat is usually useless but harmless and may even protect against some diseases. Subcutaneous fat is not as much of a risk factor for health issues. Visceral fat is the problem here. Also called abdominal fat or internal fat. It is a type of body fat that's stored inside the abdomen. It wraps around your vital organs, including the liver, the pancreas, the stomach, the intestines. Look, this is 5 pounds of fat. Imagine this all around your organs. It can also build up in your arteries. Visceral fat is sometimes called the active fat because it can actively increase the risk of serious health problems. Subcutaneous fat lies beneath the skin. It's the love handles, the flap around your waistline, the thunder tights, the back fat, the fatty bottom. It can be removed by liposuction, and it can even be transferred to another part of the body, like the popular BBL procedure, in which the fat is removed from the stomach and then inserted into the booty. Even your lips for a lip enhancement, or even into the backs of your hands if your hands are wrinkly. Now they even do fat transfer in the chin to create harmony in your face. Visceral fat is the internal, difficult, and bad fat because it contributes to a higher risk for conditions like heart disease, fatty liver disease, high cholesterol, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, increases the chances of breast cancer, a stroke, Alzheimer's, even heart attacks. Your genetics sometimes influence the visceral fat, but your food intake is the real problem here. When talking about the causes of how much visceral fat you have embedded in your body, I must have lots of visceral fat because I like to eat a lot. Liposuction is one of the most popular and faster ways to eliminate subcutaneous fat. The doctor makes tiny incisions and vacuums the fat out of you, period. Can lipo remove visceral fat? Liposuction can only remove the fat underneath the skin, not the deep fat inside your organs. After a lipo, people expect to have a total flat stomach In many cases, the flatness of the stomach can be achieved, but some people will still have a little bit of a beer belly after a liposuction because the visceral fat alters the shape of your stomach. And you need to be careful with your expectations because you might end up unhappy with your liposuction results and then blame it on your doctor. If your BMI is higher than 35 and you have a beer belly, some doctors might rule you out from being a candidate for lipo or tummy tuck. The doctor might ask you to lose some weight prior to your liposuction procedure. Having too much internal fat can increase your risk for complications because when you lay down, this internal fat lays back down on the vena cava and can block the vena cava. The vena cava is the largest vein in the body. It's the vein in charge of bringing the blood supply back from the legs to the heart. So blocking it with the weight of your internal fat will increase the risk of blood clots. The only way to get rid of visceral fat is through diet, exercise, staying stress-free, and changing the bad habits that created it in first place. In my case, is the love for carbs the problem. The best way to deal with this deeper fat is bringing your caloric intake down below the number of calories you burn per day. In order to lose a single pound a day, you need to burn 500 more calories than you ingest every day. For example, if you ingest 1,500 calories, you will need to burn 2,000 calories a day. But that sounds like a lot of exercise. It is easier to reduce your calorie intake to 1,000 calories instead, for example. You will be starving at the beginning. But just drink lots of cups of water. A cup of water every hour, keep your stomach entertained. Water has 0 calories. There are prescription medications that can reduce your appetite and the absorption of fat. There are good weight loss doctors out there that could help you. Thank you for watching this video. Once a week, we like to educate our community so y'all be well informed about the plastic surgery world, the pre-op, and the aftercare as well. If you have any questions, feel free to text our number. And if you happen to like the content, please subscribe to our channel and hit the little bell for the notifications to our upcoming videos. See you next time in another video.